we're gonna be teaching you guys how to do a kaboom. It's our first video in like our new kind of like series. We haven't like come up with like a permanent name for what we're doing, but we're just gonna be teaching you guys after we learn a new trick, like the full, or right now we're doing the kaboom. We're gonna teach you guys what we did, because like I remember when I was doing the back full, I would like try to look at people that like just learned how to do it to see what they were doing, just so I could learn how to do it, and I couldn't find many videos like that, so I think this would be helpful for a lot of new people. So yeah, we're gonna start. Alright, so there's a couple of prerequisites that you need to know before you get into it. There's 3 of them pretty much. The first one is the back drop. It's really simple, like anybody can do this. Just when you do it, I know a couple people that are like very brand new, they go like this when they land. That's not gonna be helpful. Make sure you can do it when your elbows aren't touching the ground, like that. Number 2 is the backflip. You guys should be able to do it pretty. This one's not crazy because the next one is more important, but like a backflip, pretty easy. You guys should be able to do that. If you can't, that's fine. You probably might be able to learn it. It's just gonna be way easier when you know like how to go over your head backwards. And the last one is the pull over. It's pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie. It's obviously easier than the backflip, harder than the back drop, but it's not hard. It's really easy. So then once you know how to do all that, you can pretty much just learn how to do it. So we're just gonna go from the beginning of the trick to the end of it. I'm not a professional, by the way. I just learned how to do it, so I'm just telling you what I know. So when you go, you should just do sets. You shouldn't just try to go like into a kaboom, you know? You're not gonna just get it like that. It's not gonna happen. You'll probably end up doing something like this. Something bad like that. Like you're gonna bail out of it to the side for the most part, or you're just gonna neck. Don't do that. So what you first gonna do is like something we just call it setting. I don't know if that's what it's actually called, but you go like this, and you don't go over. You just lay down like you're gonna do it, and you see how far your legs are bouncing back. The way this trick works is when you hit your legs, it should be a little bit after your back hits. But your legs should hit and bounce back, which is gonna throw you into the back flip. So, by the way, this is what it actually looks like when you do it. I didn't land it, but it's okay. When you jump, you should land like this, but don't land on your upper back like you're gonna do a pullover. Land like your lower back, so your back goes down, and then your legs hit down a little bit after. If your legs are like here, and you hit down, and you just softly hit, that's fine. But if you want to get a nice hard hit, put them a little higher so that when you go fast, it bounces at like the perfect time. Because if you here and you hit hard, it's going to be too early. Or if you're up here and you're not hitting hard enough, it's going to be too late. And it's going to end up something like, I don't know, it's just going to look like a really crappy backdrop. So when you land, this is what it's going to look like when you set. And your legs should go flying up. If your legs don't go above you, you don't feel your legs stretching back, then you shouldn't go for it yet. You should just keep going until you feel like that leg's going back. And that's when you know when you start learning, you should have a double bounce. Obviously, it's just me and Nick here. Nick's holding the camera, so we can't double bounce right now, but it's okay. So you should have a double bounce for height. And then when you hit, you just got a full send backwards. So what we did originally was we went over our shoulders, and we went kind of like sideways, kind of like this. And it was really bad, but we were progressing in the right direction. So eventually we got more and more straight. Right now we can do like a kaboom to back, but that's pretty much it. We can't do double kaboom or anything. And it's really easy. You just gotta commit. And when you hit, you gotta pretend like you're doing a set. Don't think about doing like anything else than what you did when you set. Like if you have a really good set, and then you go to do it and you do something completely different, that's not gonna help you. There's no point in even setting. You should pretend like you're doing a set, and when you hit, just pretend like when your legs come up, you gotta go just tuck. Like you just gotta tuck at that point. And this is what it'll look like. Hopefully I land that first try. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a simple trick. We're about to end the video there, but I forgot to tell you guys that when you land, I don't do it personally. You guys saw me go in the front, but I feel a difference when I go. But usually, like pros, I guess, just people that are good, they land in the back of the trampoline or the swings are, because those swings will, I guess, help you. I think it's true. I just don't feel it right now because I'm literally doing singles, but I think it will help you. And usually you gain it forward and you're not going to go into the net. I think because you gain it forward a lot of times when you're back here, I just don't find it helpful.